You must get some sun now. If you haven't already, you must take baby steps to get and receive sun. You must go barefoot and sit and ground in the soil. This is not an option now, y'all. This is a command. It is not the sun that's getting hotter. The sun is not emitting heat. It's anything and everything and everyone that's not aligned with the sun. As the sun now is expanding, it's expanding a new light code consciousness in ways that I can't explain anymore based on my just personal experience. But again, anything or anyone that is not in alignment with expanded consciousness will catch on fire, whether it's in the spiritual realm, whether it's psychological, whether it's mental or physical. Now, if you want to check out my last video or two, I do have more of a breakdown as to the house and why the sun does not emit heat. What's getting hotter, again, what wants to catch on fire is anything that's getting in the way with pure consciousness within the holographic field, thus collapsing what is no longer necessary or what does not serve the highest good of consciousness. You don't have to be conscious to live in this world. So this is an invitation for those who are not conscious. So once they start feeling the little butt on fire, they're going to have to think twice. And once they start seeing people running around who are not conscious because they're trying to figure stuff out, they're trying to figure things out. Once they start running into those little churches and everything, trying to seek God that way, what I'm trying to say is the ones that are not doing that, pay attention. Show utter compassion by doing your due. While they're doing that, you go chug along into your local park, into trails, and you sit, especially if you feel like it's a hot day, and pay attention. Again, if you want to see a breakdown, check out my last video or two, that it's the pavement, the asphalt, anything that's disconnecting Mother Earth from us and the sun. No longer in alignment. This landscape of creation for possibly thousands of years must now come into new form. It must come into new shape. That's what's emitting heat. That's what's getting hotter. Now, for all of y'all who are tapped into Christ Sophia consciousness, you need to be able to receive sun minimally 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on the person. If you're doing it every day, maybe 20 to 30 minutes, 7 days a week. Again, this is based on my calling to send this message, and that I have never experienced such information and such download at such a rate in my entire life up until now. And it's not for me to prove it to you. It's not for you to even believe me. It's for you to see for yourself, and you plug in. It's the only way to plug in right now. And if and when you meditate, just by being present, you will see what I'm talking about if you're not yet aligned to it. And if you are, and if you're feeling the heavy, and if you're seeing things happening within the financial field, within your health, whatnot, within financial structures, know that that's the acceleration of the collapse that's necessary. Observe, do not absorb. I say that all the time. Pay attention to how your skin and your body receives the ATP energy from near infrared light that is emitted from the sun. Mitochondria receives that energy field, and this is how you would be satiated physically, mentally, psychologically. And this is also how you will be receiving new light codes so that you can engender change in the physical field as your vessel, as many will call it avatar, would start to level up. So as the sun emits into a tree, let's say, and you're hanging under a tree, tree leaves has what? Chlorophyll. As the sun emits its ultraviolet rays and all of these other rays, or whatever rays you want to call them, the tree will naturally filter out these certain rays, and especially when it hits the leaves and it taps into the chlorophyll of the leaves, such as photosynthesis. And you're in that shade the same. So the filtering light that you're receiving, by the time it hits your skin, that's nutritious. That's food for the soul. What I want you to do is pay attention to the variances and the differences and the differentiation when you're in the shade. Pay attention. And when you go on pavement, pay attention. This little thing hanging there. all has to collapse, all of it. And compare being in the sun and being in the shade. Do your Kung Fu, do your exercises. Start slowly, break that sweat, be hydrated, And before you know it, you know what's gonna happen? Could be 100 degrees outside. It happens to me. I'm a living testimony. And it's not gonna feel any different than 70. This is how you start training it. This is how you start training your mind first. It has to start in your mind. Come on, you got this. Let's do this. Let's go.